bet on that. What you want to bet on? I bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. What are you talking about?
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from parents.
Then when I stop him, they'll say he's too small. Hey, so when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my life. And he stayed at 147. You will not stop him. You will not stop him. Okay. You're crazy. Be careful what you smoking on.
Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in. Canelo versus Crawford, episode 13, the debate. But there hasn't been too much of a debate leading up until this point. Salute to everybody in the building. We in here a little early tonight. Salute to Basket Rogs in the building. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the sport of boxing. A whole lot has been going on in boxing amongst this fight that's coming up between Canelo and Bud. A lot has been going on in boxing. Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali. Devin Haney and Brian Norman. Who knows if that's going to happen still? I think Brian Norman's, I think they're taking the VITA testing. I don't know, but Bill Haney's talking about walking away if they ain't talking about taking that test. Teofimo Lopez getting G-checked. Gary Russell Jr. putting pressure on Lamont Roach. Got Lamont Roach. Seemed like he don't want no smoke. Tank Davis. We don't know what's going on with Tank Davis. Keyshawn Davis, we haven't seen him. He's been kind of away from the cameras and shit for a little minute, and rightfully so. It's been a lot going on in boxing. Alexander Usyk cemented his legacy. Defeated the young up-and-coming heavyweight, his rival Daniel Dubois. Defeated him twice. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, 46 years old, went to a draw with Masario Barrios. A lot of people mad at Mario Barrios. A lot of people was upset with Mario Barrios. I knew I wasn't tripping when I was watching that fight. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Come on in. We just getting started. We just getting started, man. It hasn't been too much of a debate with this thing, but speaking of that though, there's been just so much going on in boxing. Keith Thurman is back. He's been on the attack, coming for Boots, coming for Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot going on in boxing. It's been this summer turned out to be pretty good. It started off really slow, but it really, really kicked up pretty quick once Turkey Al-Sheikh really put his foot on the gas when it comes to the sport. And also, I'm gonna do a video on it later, but Virgil Ortiz and his team out here ducking smoke. It went under the radar. You know, they ducked Baccaram. I'm gonna talk about it in detail. I'm gonna do a video on it a little later. But yeah, they out here ducking Baccaram smoke. So we're gonna talk about that a little later, probably next week or something. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, we right on time, man. We started a little early tonight. Bud Crawford, he understands the assignment. Bud Crawford understands the assignment that's coming up. He totally understands the assignment.
to keep pushing a little bit harder because, I'm already, down 2 rounds, being that the popularity and, the person that I'm going up against is in a higher weight class than me. So, in my mind, I'm already down 2 rounds. I gotta make up for, those 2 rounds with the work that I put in going into this fight.
That mindset is, I dig that. I like that. And then another thing that's a little bit different about this fight for you, you are moving up weight classes for this. So you're going to be a little bit heavier for this. Do you find, is that good for you? Do you like that? Do you like being able to move up? Are you more comfortable at this weight as opposed to what you normally fight at?
Well, I haven't been at this weight in an actual fight before.
Yeah.
Training, I'm gonna be just fine. Starve myself and cut muscle and the thing or worry about weight. That's the bonus of
Do you think
it.
it'll have an impact on your cardiovascular performance at all? I know when I'm a little bit heavier, I move a little bit slower. And you're a proper supreme athlete, so you might not have that issue. But for me, I move a little slower and I'm a little heavier.
No, I think it benefit me come fight night.
Hit that like button as you come on in. Yeah, we started a little early tonight. Salute to everybody in the building. It ain't been too much of a debate as far as this Canelo situation because I think boxing fans deep down they can just really like hope that Canelo can win, but deep down they just know it's I can almost guarantee Crawford's going to be the favorite. If not, it's going to be dead even by the time this thing happens. But Canelo Alvarez, man, I've been telling you guys for a long time that he's not that same guy that was just explosive and fierce, right? He's just not that same guy. Yeah, he's not that same guy, man. This guy right here, Prime or Clenbuterol, whatever you want to call him, Canelo, he's not doing this no more. You know what I'm saying? This Canelo right here, nah, he's not whipping it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. You said complacency was his downfall. It's gonna be his downfall. We gonna see it in 4K on Netflix September 13th. We gonna find out. What's up, bud? Go stop Canelo salute. A lot of people said that's Juice Canelo. That's Clenbuterol Canelo. The Canelo we seen in the clip there. I will play with the audio. It's a lot better with the audio because he is smacking them shits, but he got like a song in the background, and I noticed that them Mexican songs be really copyrighting the shit out of you, so I just kind of got it muted out. But he's putting them shits together, man. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't Canelo right now. It's not doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? He's not whipping them at all like this. He's not. And look how sharp he is. Look how sharp his punches is. How good his technique is. Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Excellent work. But if you look at him now, nah, man. Nah, man. It's gonna be a great fight, you guys. It's gonna be a great fight. You said even young Canelo fought somewhat the same. He jabbed more and was quicker, but some flaws. What's up, father son? Do a little salute. You said all you see him train out is power shots. Yeah, man. Now that you mention it, you right about that. I should have had more clips on standby, but some of his more recent ones. But he do nothing but train power shots, bro. He's not putting them together like that no more, bro. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? He was sharp as shit right here. Boxing's in a really good place right now. Really, really good place, man. Boxing's trumping the UFC right now. In my opinion. Canelo, I told you guys, I've been telling y'all for a while, man. If you've been paying attention to boxing, you pay attention to these fighters, you could notice, certain things that they're not doing, that they was once doing, or like if they have some things in their game that they may have added or switched up, or if they lost some steps. And now timing is everything. Like I tell you guys that all the time, boxing also is about timing. And I ain't talking about just throwing punches. But we got a lot going on in boxing, dude. It's just so many fights that's coming up. This card itself is supposed to be like a 3-day extravaganza. I'm not sure if everybody's gonna be watching every fight on these cards. But it's gonna be a 3-day extravaganza, and that's gonna be pretty crazy. You said it's gonna be a hard fight for Canelo? Yeah, it's gonna be real hard, dude. This fight gonna be pretty hard, bro. It's not gonna be easy at all. What Shane Mosley say Canelo's gonna win pretty easily? Shane Mosley's delusional as hell, though. He's been pretty delusional for some years. Maybe guys like myself sound delusional to him, but I don't think Crawford's gonna struggle that much with Canelo, man. Now, maybe if it was this Canelo right here, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he was faster and everything else. But nah, I don't know. But Crawford looking pretty big and strong. At 168 or whatever weight he is right now, he's looking strong. You said it's Kumail versus Moses? Yeah, I heard he. I heard that he is, man. And Tank Davis was hating on it. Tank Davis was hating on Kumail. You know what I'm saying? Never even seen Zach fight. Zach Ron Moses, whatever. Whatever his name was, his opponent. He didn't even see old boy fight. But he's rooting for him and shit. Against the little homie and shit. Tank Davis is a sucker, bro. Very unlikable guy. Very unlikable guy. Very unlikable. Yeah, but Lamont Roach ducking Gary Russell Jr. is pretty crazy, bro. I thought that was pretty crazy. I didn't expect that type of language from Lamont. After all that shit he been talking real tough lately. But then Gary Russell Jr. came back on the scene. It was almost like they seen a fucking werewolf coming, dog. Like them little dudes scared of Gary, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Gary Russell Jr. got them dudes still feeling different. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, don't mention his name at all. None of that. Like Gary Russell ain't nobody or something. If you ain't gonna fight Tank, who you gonna fight? So Gary Russell Jr. back on the scene. He looked really good in his fight. Went back and checked it out. It was pretty quick. He looked really good too. At his age. You said Roach trying to get a bag now, ain't it? Roach trying to stay away from that. Gary gonna fuck up the bag, dog. You said Canelo was probably still on pads? Probably, yeah, I think that's post. I think that was pre-Clenbuterol failure Canelo, bro. Honestly. Because before he got tested, before he popped hot, that motherfucker was looking ferocious out there, bro. He was looking ferocious. Canelo was definitely looking ferocious out there when he before he got popped. And then like as the years went by, we know there's some slippage in this game unless you wasn't unless you was wearing Canelo shades. That shit didn't help him, man. Hey, yeah, man, these dudes in their late 30s is fucking beasts, bro. They're the older dudes. The best fighters are the older guys, really, man. Them young dudes ain't doing that. You hardly go. Well, who the youngest champion? Ryan Norman. But you can hardly say he's the absolute best. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't gonna be able to prove that until they get to about their 30s, bro. Maybe late 20s, depending on who they are in the sport. Ryan Norman cycling off. You talking about, we go see if Brian takes the fight with the. I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Vada. You said Gary the real Debo. Yeah, he is. To the point where he was pressing Bud like no other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody pressed Bud like Gary did. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Gary got all them little dudes shook, dog. they still don't want to mess with Gary, man. You said Canelo? You said Canelo cycling off that shit? Man, he might need it. He might need it against Crawford, man. Crawford is a mean dude, bro. And I still don't see a way Canelo can really win that fight, bro. I mean, I don't know what the guys like Showbiz who got Canelo really winning the fight. Um, I'm not sure what he really see, in this current Canelo that we see. I'm not sure what he see. You know what I'm saying? I don't see this guy right here. I don't see this Canelo right here that's just fast and sharp punches is just ridiculous. I don't see this at all anymore. Not even when he do mid work. I don't see this no more. So I don't know what these guys see in this fight for this dude to really get it done. But we go see. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great fight. I wonder if it's gonna be easier than Spence though. I truly wonder if he's gonna go out there because Canelo is a lot. Errol Spence is a much better athlete. I think Canelo's gonna have more caution going into there with Crawford. I don't think Canelo's gonna he's not gonna do nothing too crazy right away. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's just not. He's not one of those Mexican fighters that's just totally reckless. He's just not. He's not like a Pitbull Cruz. He's gonna try to outthink Crawford. I don't know if that's the approach. He don't want to get lulled into a boxing match with Bud Crawford. That's just something that he don't want to do. I think, and it's only fun for me talking about this fight ways for Canelo to win because he's to me. I don't. Even though we don't know what Crawford's gonna look like at that weight, if he's gonna be able to, have the stamina and everything else. But I'm assuming he is. And if he is, I see this as being a very difficult fight for Canelo Alvarez. So it's almost funner for me to think of a way how Canelo beat Bud Crawford, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty fucking hard. Outside of me saying he gotta land a punch that just like catch Crawford on some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Get him into a firefight or something and catch him. Win a controversial decision. Bud Crawford is fucking really good. And a lot of dudes try to diminish Bud. Like they try to say, he's not because he's not as like Floyd Mayweather was more like, I guess you could say Floyd was more fluid. Bud is a little bit more rugged. So they tend to say he's not like really that good. Certain guys I talk to outside of this. And I'm like, nah, bro. You got it all wrong, dog. You got it all wrong, dog. Bud Crawford is highly calculated in that fucking ring. Look at what we got going on the screen. Look at the work. Look at the work. Look at that left hand. That's straight. He showed Shakur that on his clip that I got. He literally showed Shakur that. That same little cross he just did. He showed Shakur that. Look at his foot. Makes him a further target. Also loads up. Smack, smack, smack. They say he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stop playing. Salute to Jason Williams. I see you in the building. Morningstar salute. You said Canelo has to turn the clock back. Facts, bro. Facts. There you go, Alex. He has to turn the clock back. If Canelo could turn into this Canelo for one night, this Canelo right here for one night, then that's a 50-50 fight. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the hand speed and the technique and everything else is just ridiculous. But he ain't throwing like that no more. He don't got that kind of stamina no more. I wonder what weight this was at. Maybe this was like at 54 or something. He looks skinny right here, so maybe this was like at 54 or something. But he was fast as shit. You got to hear it to actually get the best. When you actually hear it, it's way better. You say he never fought like that in a fight. And when he's in there with a boxer, he struggles too, bro. That footwork is going to be a problem, dog. The footwork is going to be a problem. Boy's going to be keeping that foot on the outside and all types of shit, bro. You say I'm overglazing, bud? Yeah, right. You same bastards was talking that shit when I was telling you he was going to beat up Spence. And I was telling you that it was a bad matchup for dude. And what the fuck happened?
I bet on it. What you want to bet on? I bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. What you talking about?
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terrence.
Then when I stop, they're gonna say he's too small. Hey, so when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my bike. And he stayed at 147. You will not stop. You will not stop. Okay. You're crazy. What you smoking on?
That was for you, Kyle. That was for you. That was all for you right there. All that, that whole clip was for you, man. Glaze that. Because I told y'all motherfuckers, man. And I'm telling you what's going to happen September 13th. You said that ain't Spence. Nah, it ain't Spence. Yeah. Nah, Canelo's a great fighter, man. He's great. Canelo's not overrated. He's great. He's great, man. He's great. He's great.
Watch this. Crawford Imagine for moving, resetting, probing for control. Crawford flicks a jab, pauses. Imagine easily steps out, resets and resenders. Now watch Canelo against goal. Every time distance is created or there's a reset, he doesn't react. He stands flat-footed. He doesn't adjust, doesn't change angle, doesn't even step. This is Canelo's biggest weakness, his feet. Every time he faced a true mover, Lara, Mayweather, Bivol, he either lost or barely got the win.
Bud is that guy. You just one of those dudes that's been kind of hating on him for years. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying like, man, you know what? This motherfucker, he really that damn good. But I get it. I was like you at one point. I remember I used to hate on certain fighters. They used to whoop on my favorite fighters. I used to hate John Jones. I used to hate John Jones. And then when I seen him fight one hard one time, I'm like, you know what, man, this motherfucker really is a badass dude. And I've been a fan since. Sometimes you gotta just realize, like, you know what, this motherfucker, he really is that damn good. I be wanting him to lose. Ah, yeah, he gonna get him. Yeah, he ain't gonna beat this dude. Yeah. He get up in there and get it, he in there and thrash that motherfucker. Then I'm looking crazy. All right, well, shit. The next guy go get him too. Nope, he over there and thrash him too. Then I'm looking crazy again. All right, you know what? All right, I give up. He's really that damn good. Hey, Canelo's very, thank you, Easy the Great. Very lazy in the ring. He's lazy in the ring, bro. He's lazy in there. You saw the clip? Lazy. Lazy in the ring, bro. Thank you. That's the best way to describe what we see from Canelo. He's lazy in
Edgar
there, bro.
Berlanga exposed the mediocrity.
The way he move in the ring is lazy as shit, bro. Nah, Canelo don't want you to move at all. That's why he was telling everybody early on he don't like to fight people like Bud. Because he don't want you to move at all. At all. Like, don't move. Stand right there in front of me and swing. Do not move. That's what Canelo wants, bro.
Is to keep pushing a little bit harder because, I'm already, down 2 rounds, being that the popularity and, the person that I'm going up against is in a higher weight class than me. So, in my mind, I'm already down 2 rounds. I gotta make up for, those 2 rounds with the work that I put in going into this fight.
That mindset is, I dig that. I like that. And another thing that's a little bit different about this fight for you, you are moving up weight classes for this. So you're going to be a little bit heavier for this. Do you find, is that good for you? Do you like that? Do you like being able to move up? Are you more comfortable at this weight as opposed to what you normally fight at?
Well, I haven't been at this weight in an actual fight before.
Yeah.
Training, I'm gonna be just fine. Starve myself and cut muscle and the thing or worry about weight. That's the bonus of it.
Do you think it'll have an impact on your cardiovascular performance at all? I know when I'm a little bit heavier, I move a little bit slower. And you're a proper supreme athlete, so you might not have that issue. But for me, I move a little slower and I'm a little heavier.
No, I think it benefit me come fight night.
Yep. So he already understands the assignment. That he's down 2 rounds, that he has to get to work. He has to really make a statement against this guy, regardless of what's happening in the fight. I got to make sure I win this fight every second of every round. Now, Canelo don't want you to move. Well, Canelo's last 4 opponents, he didn't really get the stoppage. Canelo hasn't got a KO in a while, so for the guys that say that he's gonna just knock out Bud, um, I mean, if you want to go off the fact that Bud Crawford may not be able to take a punch from Canelo, then yeah, but he hasn't got a KO, in a while. Canelo's been like pretty lazy in fights. He's been needing guys to come to him, and he's been kind of picking guys that he knows going to come to him. You know what I'm saying? He kind of picks those guys to fight. You said don't show too much. Yeah, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna show too much. I ain't gonna show too much, man. We gonna let the surprise happen. I don't want to be a spoiler and shit. I'm spoiling it too early. I'm gonna diminish the win and shit. I don't know, man. Canelo ain't been finishing fights. He ain't been finishing fights, man. He's been going to decisions. He's been going to decisions. That's just the truth. He got to really work to knock out a guy like Crawford, who's gonna be extremely motivated in this fight. He said, "This is the one." You got to go watch the interview. He said, "This is the fight right here." You know what I'm saying? So he's extremely motivated. And he's on camp mode right now. He's on camp mode right now. So they just kind of starting camp, and yeah, he's zoned in right now. They already in Colorado and shit. He's zoned in right now. You said these dudes bigger and more durable. Yeah, that's true. That don't mean you can't get your ass beat, bro. Just because Floyd beat a bigger and durable Canelo too. And when they still showed fight night weights, Canelo had like a 13-pound weight advantage on fight night, and Floyd outboxed the shit out of him easily, super easy. He made it look real easy. And I think Canelo even landed. Did Canelo even land a shot? I don't even know if he really landed anything. And if he did, it didn't do nothing. Because Floyd's just a master fucking boxer. Yeah, those big durable guys are easier to hit too. Canelo's gonna be pretty easy to hit. Canelo's not as slick as he was some years ago, man. He's just not. He don't like to deal with speedy guys anyway. He don't like to deal with guys with fast feet and fast hands. He don't like to deal with that. Canelo likes to be the faster guy. I'm surprised he fought William Skull, to be honest. But he took that fight maybe thinking that William Skull was going to fight a certain way. But then William Skull told everybody what he was going to do. And he did exactly what he said he was going to do. So we really can't be mad at Skull for actually winning that fight. But you said should Bud walk away if he wins? Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should retire, bro. Absolutely. Retire. I don't recommend Crawford get into any type of serious firefights with Canelo. I just recommend him just fighting a really, really the best fight he could fight. Don't be trying to impress no fucking fans or none of that shit. Fight the best fight you could fight. But like Alex said earlier, man, Canelo, his best shot is to go turn back the hands of time, man. If he could turn back the hands of time. If he could turn back the hands of time. If he could turn back into that guy again, then it could be very, very interesting. Because then if Crawford had to fight a certain way. You said it pissed me off when Benavidez Sr. said Crawford was boring. Latest care percent, just a hater. Oh, yeah, Benavidez Sr., yeah, he been kind of low-key hating. He mad because Bud beat his son ass and shit. Then he thinking Bud go run and shit in the fight. He ain't got to run for no Canelo, dog. Canelo's not like that guy you saw in the clip, bro. That fast, explosive guy. He's not doing any of that shit, dog. These people still in La La Land. They still in 2018. You said Bud got the best footwork in boxing? I don't know. Bud got some really good footwork, though. He got some really good footwork. See, Canelo don't want to get lulled into like a situation like this, to where Crawford really gets settled into the fight, and he's really trying to, set you up with a lot of traps. He set Mean Machine up with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Canelo don't want to get caught up into nothing like this. With a guy who could punch from both hands, both sides, and he can punch from pretty much any angle and shit like that. So you got to be fucking careful. And you know what I mean when I say he punched from any angle. Because when he caught Errol Spence with that little short uppercut that put him down, what did he do? He hurry up and threw that chopping punch that damn near hit Spence on the way down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. There's a lot to deal with. And he's not like Floyd. Floyd is nice. You know what I'm saying? Floyd's kind of trolling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, he's fucking mean. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Floyd, Crawford's pretty mean. And he's out there to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Floyd cool with embarrassing you and making you look like, you know what I'm saying? He's cool with just doing that. But Bud want to beat you up. So Canelo got to be on his A game. I think Bud's going to be in his bag on this one. I think so. Because this is the one. He going to have to put everything he got into this fight. Like it's his last fight. Like he did with Errol Spence. Not like me, Jamal, because that wasn't his best performance. But like he did with Spence. And I think this fight with Spence is way more fight where he was way more motivated to, you know what I'm saying? Me, Jamal was like, this is my debut at 54. Let's see what I got with this dude. But a fight with Canelo, oh, man, I got to turn Super Saiyan. So he said, that's what they say. When they have no rebuttal, they coming with the and hiding them attacks. They come with the homosexual jokes. They do that type of stuff, bro, because they have low boxing IQ. They just don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do. I try to help you. And I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm lusting and all this other stuff. I try to help you out. Because your favorite channel doesn't even know what to do. They saw that William Skull fight. You fucking bastard. You saw that fight. We all saw that fight. You mean to tell me that guy? I think he will come in lighter. I don't know. It's hard to say what Crawford's gonna come in at, bro. Honestly, I think he's gonna come in lighter though. I wouldn't really try to come in too heavy. I just come in whatever I come in at. I think he really taking it because he ain't got to really like. He can eat and shit. He can actually eat. That's what he said in the interview on that clip. He said he can eat. So before he couldn't really eat like that. Canelo William Skull actually won all the exchanges. Yeah, he did, man. William Skull really won that fight. But politics, man. Because Devin Haney did the exact same thing William Skull did, but he he got the W, bro. So come on, man, miss me with the bullshit. It depends on what the judges want and all this other shit. Now they ignore the Spence fight, bro. They just ignore it. Like Spence didn't get dismantled, and it was that fight was a masterclass. That was a masterclass performance, bro. He may do the same against Canelo. That'd be crazy if he did. I'd be surprised. I'd even be surprised if he did that on Canelo. If he goes out there and puts up another masterclass, that'd be fucking insane. But we gonna see. You said Skull might fuck around and stop Bud. Oh man. You said Bud will struggle with William Skull? I don't know. What's up, Jessica? Salute. Bud gonna beat up on Canelo, man. That's all that matters. He gonna beat him up, take all his belts, be a 3-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes, and that'll be it. That'll be it. Look at that good work. Once Bud gets in his zone, man, this was after me Jamal made some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Bud got in his zone then. Bud once Bud get in the zone, it's kind of like some basketball Jordan type shit, Kobe type shit. Like once he gets in the zone, it's hard to stop him. You know what I'm saying? We saw what happened to Sean. Sean thought he was doing something. Bomac's like, hey man, you got to turn it up, Bud. They winning. What? Yeah. What? All right. Then he got him up out of there shortly after, bro. Like he turned up on these dudes. Canelo got to watch out for the turn up. That's what he got to watch out for. He got to watch out for the turn up. Once Bud really gets into the fight, which is probably like around the 5th round. That's when he really gets into the fight. Mean Machine did good. You said Canelo would have killed all 47 pounders too. Canelo would have made him come up to 168 like he doing Bud anyway. Canelo didn't even KO the dudes he was fighting. He's supposed to KO. They was getting KO'd by dudes that shouldn't even be getting. You know what I'm saying? So nah, don't even get me started, man. Because I can look at Hamza and Berlanga and ask you what happened. I can ask you what happened with Berlanga. How come he didn't? You know, I can just start playing that game. Because the thing with Bud Crawford, he never lost none of these fights, and he's stopping every fucking body. So it's kind of hard to argue any of that shit, other than the fact that you may say, "Oh well, he ain't fought nobody." You said what Bud killed some of them 68 pounders? He might have stopped Caleb Plant low key. To be honest, bro, he might have stopped Caleb too. That was his last. That was Canelo's last stoppage at 68. He might have stopped him too. But let me think. Benavidez would have been tough for Bud. Um, Morrell would have been tough. A lot of them dudes is just kind of too big, bro. You know, what's the name is the right size. Canelo's the right size. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to sit here and just act like Bud just beat any dude at 75 and all that shit. Like, nah, man, these dudes, you know, they kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's the right guy because he was a smaller guy. Look how fucking big, what's his name is? Where he at? Look how big this dude is, bro, compared to Bud. This is dreadlock Bud. Look how big, what's his name? I always forget his name, bro. It's on top of my tongue. Put it in the chat. What's his name? Fuck. But look how big he is compared to Bud, bro. He's a 160 pounder. Janabek. There we go. God dog it. Look how big he is. You know what I'm saying? He can't just, Canelo's the right guy. I ain't saying Bud lose to Janabek, but look how fucking big Janabek is. Look at his head. Look at his skull. Come on. Adamas ain't ducking nobody, man. The wild Bronco is looking for all the smoke. The Dominican Clubber Lang is looking for all the fucking smoke. Nobody want no smoke. Janabek ran away. They don't want no smoke with Carlos. Salute to Canelo for taking the fight, man. Salute to him, man. He did just like Spence did. Like James Toney saying Bud will stop him. You said, when we ever seen Bud in the tough? I don't know, bro. Bud just don't be making it too tough. He don't be getting beat up either. These are just facts, dog. Tell me a time when he actually got beat up. Like, beat up. Like, actually beat up. Floyd Mayweather never really got, like, beat up. The best fighters don't be getting beat up, bro. Yeah, they may get hit and shit or get, but I'm talking about getting beat up. Like, we don't see Usyk get his ass beat. Like, Usyk don't be getting beat up. Yeah, he may get hurt. He may get dropped. But I'm talking about getting your ass beat like Anthony Joshua be getting his ass beat. He be getting his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? He said we made it. That's hilarious, bro. He said we may never see Bud get destroyed. I don't think we will, dog. I don't think we will, dog. Who gonna do it? Who gonna beat him up, dog? Is it gonna be Canelo? Is Canelo gonna beat the boxing master Terrence Bud Crawford, bro? Is he gonna beat him? I don't know, man. We may never see him get destroyed, dog. I don't think that's gonna happen, dog. That's just not gonna happen. Only way Bud gonna lose, you gonna have to knock him out. It's gonna have to be a flat out knockout. But him actually getting beat up, nah, he gonna figure some shit out. So this is the type of guy you gonna have to knock him out, bro, or hope the referee jump in and stop it, cause he gonna figure it out, bro. If you even if you getting an upper hand on him, he gonna figure some shit out. So you gonna want to knock a guy like him out right away and fast. Really, honestly, Canelo needs to leave it all in the ring September 13th, bro. Canelo needs to come out there and just say fuck stamina, bro. Honestly. Fuck stamina, put his size on him and see if everything go work what he thinks go work. Just go all out on him. Use the jab to kind of get in at times, but just say fuck stamina, bro. Canelo gonna have to really just turn up the gas on him. That's the only way, bro. He gonna have to keep the gas on Bud the whole fight and hope he don't go on E by the 6th round. Because Crawford is the type of fighter who's gonna adapt to what you're doing. And once he get his rhythm going, he's like a rhythm fighter. Once he get his rhythm going, it's fucking over with, bro. It's hard to break this dude's rhythm once he gets his rhythm going. Once he gets your timing down and what you doing, if you a dude, unless you a dude that can adapt, it's gonna be really hard to deal with that shit. So you gonna have to knock him out. You said there's more question marks on Bud stamina at 68? Yeah, we gonna see, man. I think he gonna be good at 68 though, bro. I just look at the legs and stuff like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be fine. I think he probably gonna have even more energy at this weight. I'm gonna start calling Bud, was he really a weight bully all these fucking years? You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's probably like one of those late bloomer dudes. But I think he'll be all right. But Canelo's best shot is to come at him hard and come at him fast, dog. Don't be sitting there trying to box with this dude. Just don't even do it, dog. Don't even do it, dog. Don't even come in there trying to box this guy, Canelo. Because once you start boxing him, he gonna figure your speed out and all that. You need to just be unpredictable and be fucking wild. Leave it all in the ring. That's what you gonna have to do. Because you saw what William Skull did, and William Skull was scared. Crawford ain't scared. Crawford's gonna come to hurt you, bro. I'm giving it to I'm talking for the Canelo fans today. What you gonna do, dog? Are you gonna turn back the hands of time one last time? Cause this dude coming for all your glory, dog. Canelo, he's coming for all your glory. Somehow Terrence Crawford got to fight with you. You got to show him why it was a mistake. How you gonna do it? Is Ronald Ellis going to be enough to help you be able to be prepared for Terrence Bud Crawford? Your best sparring partner, Rashidi Ellis' brother. Is that going to be enough to deal with a guy who can fight southpaw? You got to deal with a southpaw. You might have to deal with a southpaw September 13th. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be extremely focused because he knows this is the fight of his career. This is his big fight. You've been in many big fights, Canelo. You've been in there with Floyd Mayweather, the GOAT, the TBE. But this is Crawford's TBE moment. So what you gonna do, dog? You've been in silk sheets for years now. And now you got a dude who's also gonna be regarded as one of the greats, but he's still hungry. He hungry for what you got, bro. What you gonna do? Canelo go out to work, man. He go out to work. He's been lazy. Like Easy said. Canelo's been lazy lately, bro. He's been lazy. Yeah, he's been pretty active and he's been active, but he's been lazy in these fights. Berlanga got absolutely destroyed by Hamza, a 160 pounder. Got absolutely destroyed. I don't know. Maybe this is the right fight for both guys. You know, Bud is right up Canelo's alley anyway, traditionally, right? He likes fighting older, smaller guys. Crawford kind of fits the bill. He fits the bill. But Crawford might be one of those dudes. They say Bud Crawford is cut from the same cloth as a guy like Floyd. So what you gonna do, Canelo? They say Bud cut from the same cloth like a guy like Floyd, dog. What you gonna do? This is the rematch for you, Canelo. This is your Floyd Mayweather part 2, man. You gotta conquer the style. The style you hate the most, the style you don't like. The style your people don't like to fight. What you gonna do? When you're fighting arguably one of the best at that style. Tough fight for Canelo, bro. I'm telling you. Tough fight. Tough fight, bro. Once Crawford gets in this groove, and Crawford ain't afraid to get hit either. So don't be surprised if Bud takes a shot. And I think Crawford's gonna want to take a shot just to feel what Canelo got. You know what I'm saying? But you said you got Bud by KO in round 5? I still don't know about no KO, dog. I don't know about a KO, man. I still just don't know. I gotta see that, dog. I don't know. Canelo got one of the best chins in boxing, in my opinion. You hardly ever see this dude get hurt. And he knows how to roll with the punches really well. So Crawford gonna have to really show me. If Crawford stop Canelo, bro, that'll surprise me. That'll even surprise me if he actually stops Canelo. Cause I can't even see that. Cause Canelo's really fucking good at rolling with it. And he got an iron chin. Iron chin, bro. Yeah, Spence hit Bud, and Bud was like a brick wall. Like he was like, "That's it." Yeah. Get the likes up. Yeah, that's right, y'all. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. We're gonna see if Canelo can get something done, man. I'm trying to figure it out. It's tough. It's tough, bro. But I commend him for taking a fight. Because Crawford ain't Amir Khan and none of these other smaller dudes. You know what I'm saying? Unless Terrence Crawford gets old overnight. You know what I'm saying? I see this being a pretty more difficult fight for Canelo than it is for Crawford, despite the weight jump. I'm not going to go as far as to say Crawford's going to KO him like some of these other guys. Even some experts even saying it. I can't say that. I got to see it. But I do think he's going to win the fight. And I just simply have a hard time Canelo just gonna have to just leave it all in the ring, bro. He gonna have to not be lazy. He gonna have to simply say fuck stamina. That's gonna be tough. He got bad knees. He got slow feet. He don't want to throw nothing too wide to where Crawford see it coming. Crawford will move. He will lose a lot of energy fast. It's a tough fight, bro. He don't want to do that jab, 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 right hand shit he likes to do all the time. That's too predictable for a guy like Bud. Bud's gonna figure that out. What you gonna do, dog? You gonna have to damn near come in there and throw some headbutts and some low blows. But Canelo don't fight dirty. He's not a dirty fighter. The best fighters don't fight dirty like that. Andre Ward is probably the only best fighter that kind of fought dirty a little bit. And Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? As far as more modern time, they kind of fought dirty. Tyson Fury too. Those three guys that come on top of my head as far as kind of fighting dirty as being a top fighter. But most other top fighters fight clean for the most part. You said, will Bud clinch? I don't know. That's interesting to know. That's interesting. I think Bud Go want to clinch with him and show Canelo his strength. Um, I don't know though. You said Canelo ain't even number one right now. Nah, Bud can't afford to fight the way Shakur fought. I don't think so. I think he needs to fight a really smart fight. But Zepeda's pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? He's quick. He got a lot of energy too. Canelo don't have that energy. I think boxing fans just really forget about the energy levels of these guys and shit like that, bro. Canelo do not have that energy. He's not this same guy in this clip, bro, that's spamming them punches like a fucking machine gun. Super Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear it just to understand how nice this really is, but he's not doing this now. He don't have that energy no more. He was putting in some nasty work. Look at that hook. Look how fast that hook comes out. Of course, it's all for show and mitt work, but that's the energy that he had back then, and the speed and the twitchiness. Mm-mm. He said, "Dude, Canelo domesticated and civilized." Facts, bro. Who else said he was civilized? Who said somebody was civilized? This shit funny. Yeah, he's civilized now, bro. Canelo civilized now, dog. When Bruderall gave him that extra energy, man, he was throwing nasty. You gotta hear it. It was nasty. But ever since he tested positive, man, it's. I was pretty upset with. I was a big Canelo fan. I was pretty upset with him fuck with your trainer, start testing positive too. That looks crazy.
Is to keep pushing a little bit harder because, I'm already, down 2 rounds, being that the popularity and, the person that I'm going up against is in a higher weight class than me. So, in my mind, I'm already down 2 rounds. I gotta make up for, those 2 rounds with the work that I put in going into this fight.
That mindset is, I dig that. I like that. And another thing that's a little bit different about this fight for you, you are moving up weight classes for this. So you're going to be a little bit heavier for this. Do you find, is that good for you? Do you like that? Do you like being able to move up? Are you more comfortable at this weight as opposed to what you normally fight at?
Well, I haven't been at this weight in an actual fight before.
Yeah.
Training, I'm gonna be just fine. Starve myself and cut muscle and the thing or worry about weight. That's the bonus of
Do you think
it.
it'll have an impact on your cardiovascular performance at all? I know when I'm a little bit heavier, I move a little bit slower. And you're a proper supreme athlete, so you might not have that issue. But for me, I move a little slower and I'm a little heavier.
No, I think it benefit me come fight night.
Yeah, I think that was kind of choppy, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't know, man. This shit's crazy. But yeah, man, this should be a great fight, man. Episode 13. You'll see boxing. There's been a lot been going on in boxing. So much been going on in boxing. Um, it's almost hard to keep up, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens in the weeks to come. We haven't really seen much as far as preparation. Haven't seen much, you know what I'm saying? Normally Canelo has some stuff going, but I haven't seen much from Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. I've been seeing stuff of him, popping up and stuff, but as far as Canelo, I haven't seen much. So you said my mic messed up.